I welcome you all in my new video. So this video is on based on for loop, and if possible we'll cover while loop also. So I took this video a bit late because I'm a college going student and I don't find much time make videos. So yes, now today I got time and I started making videos. So in this video we are going to cover up for loop and while loop. First of all, we'll cover for loop, and with the concepts of for loop and while loop we'll cover the topics or the patterns, dynamic patterns, not dynamic patterns, star patterns, number patterns, and simple pyramid patterns, and many more, diamond patterns also. So the patterns we will cover in later videos. First of all, we should have a grip on the loops, because means coding for patterns is totally based on loops. So first of all, we should have a proper command on loops. So what are loops? So loops are something which continuously take place under a condition or a situation. For example, I'll show you now. In main, I am declaring a variable int a, okay, and I'm taking a as an input. See out. I'm just decorating my code a little bit so that you can understand. And the value of a, okay, and now for loop for, I'll explain the format also. First, let's see how it works. Int I is equals to 0, I less than a, I plus plus, and cout star. Star, okay, 1 second, t, let's run. So let's run and check. So sorry, 1 second more. I should take input a after this cout part, because it is now firstly it is inputting the value, then it will show me the enter the value of it, so that won't seem right. Now let's run the program, and the value of a5, see, it got me 5 stars. And if I want stars to be printed like vertical, so I would rather put here and L cout, okay, and L, simple, and here let's say 6, so we got 6 stars vertical. So now I'll explain you how it is taking place. So first of all, I took a variable. I made a variable a, and this variable is to tell the condition, means how much time, how many times the star or the part which we are printing will print, how many times, for example. So first of all, focus on this for part. Forget about this is the decorating part, but this is important. First of all, focus on for part. What is for loop? Syntax of for loop. First of all, we'll write for, okay, then we will use, I'll do it for you again in here. First of all, we'll write for, and Visual Studio, if you are using Visual Studio Code, so it will show you like this code snippet, and you just have to hit enter and it will create a format automatically. But that's a fast pace to do, but you should know how to write, means the code. So first of all, for, then you have to use these brackets, okay, simple brackets. Then you have means put the brackets down. We have three things in under for loop. So first of all, initialization. We have to initialize the value of variable. We have to initialize the variable, means for what value the for loop or the loop will start. Let's say I'm taking the value or initialized value to be start from 0. Then I have to means condition. We have to give the condition, means up till when the loop will work. So the loop will work until the value becomes less than, until the value is less than a. If the value is equals to a, it will break. See, I, and then we have to increment the value also. Means first of all you have to initialize the value of initialize the value. Then you have to specify the condition, means up till when it will the loop will work. Then you have to increment. Let's take a very simple example. You are counting from let's say you are counting from 10 to 20. So 10 is an initialized part, so you are taking initialization from 10. You are taking initialization from 10 and up till 20. We are counting 10 to 20. So 10 to 20 means we are also including 20 also. So we will put equals to a. We can take 20 from here is input part, and then we have to increment also now. 10, 11, 10 plus 1, 11 plus 1, 12 plus 1, 13 plus 1, 14. So what we are doing, we are counting, means we are increasing the count by 1. So we are incrementing also. Then next step is you have to use curly braces, and under curly braces you have to print the part which you want to print. Let's say I'm printing any pattern, for example star, but I want to print counting. So for counting I am printing nothing but I starting from 10. So I'm printing I 10. Okay, and then and L. See, I am printing I will explain the means the flow of for loop also, how the flow of for loop goes. So I will explain that part also. So first of all, it printed 10, then it will move to this part, this condition. It will check the condition. It is less than 20, yes, true. Then it will this here print the value. Then it will increment, means let's say we are having 10 over here. So 10 is less than or equals to 20. We have taken input value as 20. 10 is less than 20, yes, of course it is less than 20. Then after condition, just after condition, it will print the value of what we want to print. It will print. So after printing, it will move to incrementation. So the value previously was 10, now it will increment by 1, it will become 11. Now it will check the value. Now it will check the condition. 11 is less than 20, yes, it is true. Now it will print 11. Then again it will move to this incrementation part, then check condition, then print. Means how it is moving. It is first of all initialization, then print. No, initialization, checking condition, print. Then incrementation, checking condition, print. Then incrementation, checking condition, print. So this is the flow of for loop. And if you are studying data structure, it is very important, very important thing. Now I hope you are clear. So let's run this program. I'm taking 10 to 20, so it will print 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 up till 20 counting. It printed. Apart from counting, we can print tables also, we can print stars also, we can print alphabets also. Many things we can do. Let's say I am printing table, so I am printing table of 10. Let's say I am printing 10 table. So for 10 table, what should I have? What thing should I have? Okay, so for 10 I should have 10 into 1, 10 into 2. So from 1 to 10 we will print the table for 10. So we will initialize the value from 1 and up till 10. And what we will see out? We will see out 10 into I. Simple. 10 into I means 10 into 1. We are printing table for 10. 10 into 1, 10 into 2, 10 into 3. Okay, so let's check the program. Let's modify, or that means decorate the code. 10 into 1 is equals to this. 10 into 1, no, 10 into 1. I have to rather use 10 into I. Okay, wait a minute. 10 into I is equals to this. Okay, now let's run the code. So what error is showing now? Command S again. Oh, okay, we didn't use this. Syntax error is showing. One second guys, one second. Syntax error it is. Fine. I'm bit confused guys. You can decorate it by yourself. I just have to show you the counting part. Means that's not my task to means print decorate the code. That's not my task. My task is just to code the problems. See, value of 8, 10 10 into 1 10, 10 into 2 20, 30, 10 into 4 40, 10 into 5 50, 60, 10 into 10 100. Simply I have printed the table for 10. You can guys decorate the code by yourself, and that is very simple part. But I am making videos, so that becomes a bit of challenging part to decorate, because I don't have any much time. I am here to explain you the syntax or the flowchart of the for loop. That's my task, and I think that I have explained the flow for the for loop properly, and I think you are now ready to do for loop. Now we are done with the for loop, and you can and coming videos I will explain the patterns also. So for loop we are done. One more thing, if you don't want to use incrementation part from here, simply you can cut it from here, no problem, no issue. And you have to means one second, then you have to increment this part. So after printing you can increment simply from here, or you can write it like this: I is equals to I plus 1. You can write it like this also, because I is now incrementing from here. After this it will increment, then it will move to this condition also. So you can change the these arguments in the for loop by yourself. There's no issue. So you are done with for loop. So let's take a program. Let's create a program. I want to do a program for Fibonacci series. So you are all covered with the for loop now. So let's do a code Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series is, what is the Fibonacci series? One second. What is Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series means it is a pattern. Fibonacci series is a pattern of numbers. How it goes? So first of all, Fibonacci series number starts from 0 and 1. First of all we have 0, then we have 1. We should have two numbers for Fibonacci series, that is 0 and 1. It is for sure compulsory. Then how it moves: 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, now 1 plus 1, 1 plus this, here we are having 1, here we are having 1, 1 plus 1 2. Now 1 plus 2 is 3. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. Now 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 plus 5 is 13, like this. So what you are getting from here is we are taking two numbers and we are adding those two numbers and printing the value. Then we are adding that number and the previous number and printing the value. Then we are adding that number and previous number, then we are printing the value. So this is Fibonacci series. Through like this, you means this is the code, this is the pattern for Fibonacci series. You should know how to write a code for Fibonacci series. That's very simple. Okay, that is very simple. So you have to do nothing, but first of all you have to create two variables that were compulsory, 0 and 1. Let's take a is 0 and b is 1. Okay, I took a as 0 and b as 1. Now my part is to write a for loop. You all know how to write for loop and I. And now after 1 I have to print the for loop from, we are having two, means we are having now two iterations, 0 and 1. Now we have to start from second iteration, means iteration number 2. Okay, because we have having two parts, we are having two iteration earlier, 0 and 1. So now second iteration, from second iteration we will start. I less than, let's take less than or equals to 10 and I plus plus. Okay, so this was the format for loop. And now we have to do main part. Now we have to also create a sum variable, and sum that has to be 0. Sum is nothing but we have to take sum of two parts, then we have to means take that number and we have to do the sum of previous number, and this pattern has to be repeated. Okay, now sum value of sum is equals to a plus b. What is a plus b? 0 plus 1, 1. Now in sum we are having the value as 1. Okay, now after we are having the value of sum. Now we were having a 0 and b 1, and sum 0 plus 1, that is 1. Now we are having the sum 1 and we have to take the previous number, that is 1. Okay, and then we have to do again the sum of the sum and the previous number, means 1 plus 1 we have to do. So what we will do is we will put the value of b part in a. So in a we will put the value of b, means a was now first of all 0, then a will become 1. Okay, and b is having the value of sum. Understand this thing. We are just simply changing the values. Initially we were doing the sum of a and b. Now we are doing now we are first of all giving the value of b. Now b was initially 1, now value of b has given to a. Now a is 1 and b is 1, so 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, like this. And we have to see out some from here. So see out some from here. We don't have to do handle, or we should do. Okay, so let's go and start the program. 1 2 3. 1 second. 1, and we have to print also the value of a and b also. We have to print the value of a and b also. So we have to see out a handle, and we have to see out b also. Okay, b also, yeah. Okay, now we are done. Now let's check the code. 0 1 1 plus 1 1, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 3 8 plus 13. Now this was the code for Fibonacci series. It was very simple code, and you just have to use your brain while doing this problem. Now, what was the difficult part in doing Fibonacci series? Everyone thinks that it is difficult, but it is not. You have to take compulsory part a and b, 0 and 1. Then you have to create a sum variable in which you will add a and b. Then you will increment the value by 1 1, means now a will become 1 and b will become the sum part a plus b will become the sum part a plus b, means b is now 1, a is now 1, 2. Now sum part is 2, a part will become 1 and b part will become sum part, means a is now 1, b is now 2, a is now 1, b is now a plus b, 1 plus 1 2. So you are think about it, how the flow for loop is taking place. Now first of all, for this one, it is now and sum is equals to 0. Now first of all, sum become a plus b, 0 plus 1, means now sum, the value in sum is 1. Now b, a under value of a, what value will come? We have assigned the value of b to a. We have assigned the value of b to a. B is 1, and now we have assigned 1 to a, means a has now 1 and b is having sum, which was a plus b. So a is now 1 and b is now having 1. So again it will see out sum was 0 plus 1 1. Then here sum, it will become sum again, and it will be 0 plus 1 1 1 plus 1 2. And then here a will become 1 and b will become 2, and 2 will be printed again, 1 plus 2, there will become 3, and so on it will take place. So I hope for loop is cleared now, and with the example of Fibonacci series, it might be 90% clear. For loop is very easy to understand, and in next video we will do while loop. While doing while loop, you will think that it is better option to use for loop, and that will be. So wait for next video in which we will do for while loop, and after while loop we will take the code or programs of patterns. We will take the patterns code. So thank you guys. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you.